Now to the latest from Washington, where President Trump's second impeachment trial is underway. You've been watching it for the last few hours, and just minutes ago, the Trump defense team argued why he should not be convicted. NBC10's Lauren Mayk is here to bring us up to date. Lauren.
Hey, Tracy, all of these arguments today have been leading up to the moment right now when senators are voting on the constitutionality of the trial itself. You may remember they voted on this issue before. Only 5 Republicans, including Pennsylvania Senator Pat Toomey, voted that it was constitutional to hold this trial. They're going to do that again today. And then, assuming it passes, they will go forward with arguments tomorrow.
In a singular moment in American history, the second impeachment trial of former President Trump began today. And from the start, it thrust the senators sitting in judgment back to January 6th, when a pro-Trump mob laid siege to the U.S. Capitol. Senators, in some cases seated at desks that were ransacked by rioters, now tasked with deciding whether Mr. Trump violated his constitutional oath and bears responsibility for the deadly attack. House impeachment managers replaying the harrowing events of January 6th and the former president's own fiery words just before the riot, arguing that capped weeks of escalating lies and rhetoric about an election he claims was fixed.
That's a high crime and misdemeanor. If that's not an impeachable offense, then there is no such thing.
Today's debate focused on whether it's constitutional to try a former president. The Trump legal team arguing impeachment is only intended to remove a president from office.
We can't possibly be suggesting that we punish people for political speech in this country.
House managers point to precedent for trying former officials and argue not holding Mr. Trump accountable would set its own dangerous precedent.
Presidents can't inflame insurrection in their final weeks and then walk away like nothing happened.
The former president's lawyers say he was speaking figuratively when he urged supporters to fight, that he was exercising his First Amendment rights, and that the Capitol attack was pre-planned by a small group of criminals.
We're monitoring that vote right now by senators, and the key question is how many Republicans may have now been convinced to say, yes, it is constitutional to go forward with this trial. Again, we're going to monitor that. And, you know, there are some local connections to this trial we're also watching. We saw former Montgomery County District Attorney Bruce Castor today speaking. He is on the Trump defense team. And then tomorrow, we will hear from Montgomery County's Madeleine Dean, a congresswoman who is one of the 9 impeachment managers who will be making the case against President Trump. I'm Lauren Mayk, NBC10 News.
Both playing important roles, Lauren. Thank you.